Hey guys, SilverDFanng, your favorite neighborhood pirate wolf boy with more YouTube reactions. I don't know why I paused on that. I've said this a million times. So we got super bouncy balls, 12 gauge rounds tested. So this is Taofledermaus. We watched glass shells, and I'm like, this is cool. What else has he done? Apparently, he's put a bunch of bouncy balls into a shotgun and saw the damage. No spoilers. This was fun. Enjoy. Okay, so this is Taofledermaus. I don't know how to pronounce it. So we watched glass shotguns. This one is super bouncy balls, triple 12 gauge rounds. Let's watch shit get blown up.
Have you ever wondered what super balls going at a supersonic speed will do?
No,
well,
but I am now excited.
Out. We found these super balls on eBay, and
Ooh.
They are, I believe, 17 millimeters, but they are the perfect diameter if we're using a sabot, which we will.
If you've ever actually played with these, like, they are intense rubber. Like, any kind of motion, they will bounce. I am really excited to see what they'll do being shot out of a shotgun.
Now, they are very lightweight, weighing in at only 2.5 grams each, or 38 grains. So how do you make these work in a 12 gauge? Well, we'll be using an X12X gas seal, just because it's short and we need all the space we can. And we'll be using a two-piece discarding sabot, which is just a cut-down hole from a 12 gauge shell. Now, we have to load at least 2 balls just to have enough mass to make the powder ignite. Otherwise, just the primer goes off and we're disappointed. So, can we even get powder ignition?
I love how stupid this looks. I don't shoot, but I kind of want this just as a talking piece. Just a shotgun shell with 3 bouncy balls in it.
Will they be accurate, or will they just spread like wildfire and miss the target completely? Well, let's find out. This is going to be a fun one, folks.
Will it ricochet and hit me in my head?
I think these have the possibility of being a pretty decent defense round. Our distance today is 11 yards, 33 feet, 11 meters, and we'll be using a load that has 3 balls, 10 grains of E3, and we'll be using a fully rifled shotgun.
Here we go.
3, 2, 1. Oh. I was hoping for more. Where did they find, like, I've seen a few of these dummies. I've never seen the scowl on a dummy before. This guy, like, was he molded knowing that he was going to be shot at? This dummy looks pissed.
Okay, what did you expect? Do you think the dummy was going to just fly off the table for
Yes.
these lightweight rounds?
Yes.
Let's see what the high-speed camera shows. I was actually quite impressed that the balls stayed so close together. We had a very small spread. And
I mean, at some point, these aren't so different than the rubber bullets. Yeah, no, in theory, it makes a lot of sense that these would hurt.
you can actually see the body of the dummy cave in and everything. That would be quite painful. Now, with a 10 grain load, these things are traveling around 950 feet per second. So that's a pretty substantial speed. I mean, it's not going to kill anyone unless you hit them in just the right spot on the head.
Like a rubber bullet. Yeah, no, I think you're right, Happy. This is just like, yeah, it's a rubber bullet.
Or something like that. But it's going to cause a lot of pain.
Pretty decent little dents there. And our grouping was actually quite good.
Can you imagine taking this in the chest? Oh my God, your wind.
We'll be using
not only would your wind be gone, your wind would be disintegrated. It would just be dust. It'd be Anarchist Cookbook, right? Bullets.
Powder load of 18 grains of E3, very fast burning powder, and recently very hard to get.
Let's see.
Oh, we got a little bit of a wiggle there. And the gun
okay,
fell.
You didn't see nothing there.
Let's see.
Again, the accuracy was good and the spread was really tight. I just suck at setting up a table. I'll admit that right now. Now, keep in mind that each ball does weigh about as much as a .22 bullet. So you do have a lot of energy hitting that vest still. And that energy is spread out into a larger surface. But man, that was pretty impressive. I
don't know why he's so surprised that these cylinder balls made of pure rubber are doing damage. I get it, this man is used to like carnage and destruction, but like these exist. These are rubber bullets. These are shaped like pellets, like paint. It looks like a paintball. Of course they do damage.
Didn't give these things much of a chance of working out of a rifle barrel very well, but they sure are performing well for us. And we did test some out of a smooth bore. The spread was really wide. This was less than 10 yards, and only one of the balls actually hit the jug.
But it destroyed the jug. You can
certainly debate whether having, 10 inches of spread is good or not. It probably is in some cases. But if you want a really tight grouping, a tight pattern, actually, the rifle barrel is definitely better.
Great grouping. I was kind of surprised by that. Look at it, a lot more damage. It actually tore into the vest and left some dents behind there. That would definitely hurt, and we recovered one of the balls. Still in good shape.
And this is just a side-by-side of the first two shots, showing the difference in speed and damage on the dummy. Now the 10 grain load is a little bit quieter. It's about as loud as a .22. And like I mentioned, the 10 grain load is driving those to about 950 feet per second. I don't know how...
This makes me wonder how much grain load is in your normal riot, like, rubber bullet shotgun. Because I feel like that makes... That as a comparison would really matter when talking about the damage these guys do.
Fast the 18 grain load is. I could never get a reading on that, but I'm guessing around 1500 plus. Okay, next we're going to try a little smaller target. This is our famous ballistic gel gummy bear.
I love the gummy bear.
Using the
gummy bear
10 grain load first.
That gummy bear is going to get roughed up. Gummy!
Got it.
Now, as you can see, the balls are actually spinning from the rifling, and I was kind of surprised all three of them actually hit. I thought I'd be lucky if I just hit it with one of the balls. But again, they flew really tight. They hit exactly where the red dot was aiming, right just in the center of the gummy bear. And it had enough energy to break two of the super balls. And that's a surprise because the gummy bear is really soft and squishy.
This is some super...
One second.
Really soft and squishy.
Wob, 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 wob. Okay, I'm done.
Just some superficial wounds. Definitely you can tell something.
Sir, don't touch that gummy bear's gummy hole. Ask for permission.
Hit there. No penetration at all.
Oh, no. Oh, now we're talking about penetrating the gummy bear. Sir, stop touching the gummy bear.
Which is kind of what you want with a less lethal round, right? But man, that'd be a lot of pain. You'd have a 4-inch bruise right there, I bet. Let's see what it does with 18 grains of powder now.
Get them diddly fingers away from my bear. No! Gummy! He was young. He was only 2 years from retirement.
Oh, quite a bit of...
Okay, I'm sorry. It's hard not to laugh when you see it flop. I'm easily pleased.
Quite a bit of difference there. No new reading on our lab radar. Surprise.
Now, I used the same aim point as I have been, and it shot a little bit high. I mean, it still did some damage there.
Oh, a little? a little damage, you say?
Now, there is such a thing as pushing a slug or payload like this too hard.
I love with the slow motion. It just looks like it is like it's actually like
I'm hungry.
A metamorphosis. It's like you thought you could destroy me, but I can only come back stronger.
And screwing things up that way. It looks like the 10 grain load is the most accurate so far. And as far as a self-defense round goes, the 10 grain load is probably the best option. Not pushing it too hard or too soft. Next we have a wooden cutting board. It's a 1/2 inch thick or
I
about
got
12
me.
millimeters. I have no idea what kind of wood it is. But let's see.
So cursory Googling, it looks like right control bullets don't use proper gunpowder like these are. They basically use prop explosion powder for stage and stuff. That... First of all, I'm glad. I'm glad that they're not using intense, violent, like, measures. And even then, again, people have died from rubber bullets. God damn.
See what these super balls will do to this with a 10 grain load.
Oh, definitely.
Karate chop. Yeah!
Okay, let's take a look at the Chronos high-speed camera footage on this one. There goes our gas seal. 2 of the balls are flying together and spinning. The third is a flyer.
Ooh, God, it like perfectly just cracked it. So these probably won't kill you. No, they won't kill you, but like they gonna hurt.
Now take a look at those dents in the wood. That's substantial there. And as far as energy goes, per ball is 77 foot-pounds of force and or 104 joules if you're into that. Now I may have
You damn jewel freaks.
something up on my load. I might not have used a really long sabo on that one. I tried a few different things, and that
I do think it's
definitely
adorable
was not it.
that he's like
And I'm pretty sure that was
embarrassed
the
and
only
like he's
one
trying
I
to
got
defend
adventurous with and
himself.
tried
It's like I could
something
do
different,
better. It's like,
a
dude, this
shorter
is pretty cool.
Sabo.
I think he did pretty good.
And you can see the dents in there. Nice little, definitely would be painful. Caused a lot of cracking and the cutting board
Incoming
is
at
split.
break.
And we even had a breakage in the back, a little spalling, I guess you'd call that. Not bad for...
Okay, I lied. This one is another variant. It only has 2 balls in it,
Okay.
and again 10 grains of powder.
Okay.
Let's see if it'll light off against the Taofledermaus.
I wonder what he's trying. Oh, that was cool. I'm wondering why he went with the 2 and not the 3.
Well,
What he's
check out
looking
the
for.
glasses, that's for sure.
Using a lighter payload, we're now driving these at around 1,100 feet per second. And again, we had great accuracy.
Ooh.
I don't know if that'd be survivable. Definitely don't shoot people in the head with less lethal ammo.
I think he's trying to be nice. What he's saying is, hey, cops, fuck off. Don't aim for the head. Just because someone told you can't use live damage doesn't mean that it's any less brutal.
And these are definitely delivering a lot more energy than even those Burno, however you say
I wasn't
it.
expecting a joule measurement from him. Riot bullets deliver about 1 to 150 joules. Oh, okay, so it's on par? No, it's a little lower, actually.
Less lethal pistols.
Wob, 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 wob.
Again, really impressive gripping, landing right where I was aiming. It was this red dot's basically right here. Even though it's only 11 yards, I didn't give these a lot of hope of being very accurate. So I'm kind of impressed by that. And it looks like they're actually spinning from the rifling.
Okay, now we're going to shoot it at an AR-500 plate. I think the last shot was 1,100 feet per second. Okay, so we'll see if the balls bounce off there. We're filming at 19,000 frames a second. It's going to be a little grainy, I think, but it should be a little revealing too. Let's see if they'll bounce or splatter.
That was a nice ding. That's a good thing.
Again, this
that's
is
a good
a
thing.
2-ball load. I think that's one of Greg's band names. But these are traveling around
What's up? We're 2-ball load.
the speed of sound, Mach 1.
Oh, shattered, absolutely.
They do not bounce off a steel plate.
Of course not.
I think we all knew what was going to happen.
Yeah.
But anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. It was actually kind of enjoyable to film this because they were a lot more accurate than I expect them to be. Now, what I was expecting to see was, yeah, I'd maybe hit each target with one of the balls while the other two go flying off down the road. But that didn't happen. They actually grouped really tightly. And that was the big surprise, especially coming out of a rifled barrel. I thought there was a good chance they'd just be flung all over the place or spin so fast.
I'm not going to lie. That actually kind of surprised me, too. Again, he was only 11 feet away, but even then, like, no, they were pretty packed.
That they would rip themselves apart.
Yeah, that's way too fast for that rubber to deform enough to bounce.
I definitely think these would be a great...
It's an instant smoosh. Insta smoosh.
Fence round. Really simple and cheap to make. And I don't know, if you believe in...
miracles? If you believe in miracles in a young girl's heart, you can shoot rubber balls out of a shotgun. Ooh. Nah, this was great. This was stupid fun. I think it's funny that he's telling people, hey, make rubber bullets or rubber ball bullets. But whatever. That was cute. Preferably a crowd of paladins and their pesky oaths. What do you curse a bouncy ball with a symbol of instantaneous? Oh, God, I love that. That was so dorky, and I understood it. It made me smile. Hey, thanks for checking out this video. Check me out on Twitch, SilverDFanng, 2 N's in Fang. Check me out on Twitter and Blue Sky under the same name. Also TikTok. Have a great night.